All right, welcome to Roamlii's very first half-hour hacks webinar series, where we are discussing crafting effective AI prompts for business use. Today's agenda will discuss Roamlii. We'll also obviously discuss the half-hour hack series and upcoming webinar topics, and then we'll dig into discussing and demonstrating the art of effective prompt writing in GPTs that leads to high-quality results, and a quick Q&A. All right, a bit about us. Roamlii is a comprehensive digital command center designed to support small businesses like yours to navigate and grow within the dynamic Canadian tourism landscape. We've built a system that helps you more effectively manage your entire customer journey from discovery to inquiry to booking. And we offer valuable resources to help you learn, adapt, and succeed in this ever-evolving tourism industry, and really in business in general. We're really positioning ourselves as the digital ally to the tourism industry. About the half-hour hack series, our goal is to have 2 episodes each month on the first Wednesday and the third Wednesday. And we want to make them interactive, an interactive webinar series where we will explore user-friendly online tools designed to elevate your business and your operational strategies, covering a wide variety of topics. We really want to make this very tactical and usable. All right, and then here are some upcoming webinar topics that we're considering, and we actually are going to send out a survey to get your feedback on which ones you are most interested in. All right, crafting effective AI prompts. What are GPTs? The GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, which is an artificial intelligence model that's designed to understand and generate human-like text, which is why they're called large language models, because they take the oodles of human text out there and the like articles and publishings, and they learn from that, and then they deploy basically based on prompts what we're looking for. And a few of these generative GPTs out there are ChatGPT, of course, which is really probably the most common and the most popular. And we also have Google's Gemini AI, which used to be called Bard. And now Microsoft has their Copilot. And these can support your business in a really wide variety of ways. And you can really start to think outside of the box, especially since they're getting better and better every single day. So things like writing marketing content, social media posts, blogs, website content, even doing customer service responses, generating email templates for you. I've used it to help me with HTML code, just to even modify something from left justified to centered, actual code generation as well. And then just web scraping has so many possibilities as well. And yeah, and it really just goes on and on from there. All right, now we're going to dig into some live examples. Everybody sees ChatGPT?
Yep.
Beauty. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to, and just to really quickly, I think I did forget to introduce myself because I tend to do that. I'm Connor, the founder and CEO of Roamlii, and we also have Medea with us, who's our super awesome digital growth and marketing lead. Right, so now the first thing I want to show you actually is over in our actual platform here. So this is our front-facing marketplace, and one way we've used ChatGPT is to streamline how reviews are done. So we've harnessed the power of TripAdvisor, and we've created a script that takes the top 30 reviews and then summarizes them, making it so much easier for people to review and just explore different businesses. So this is our actual marketplace here, and Horwood Lake Lodge, this is their review. And it just makes it so much simpler. You don't have to read all those TripAdvisor reviews. Okay, now another one we're going to dig into is a little one I literally discovered yesterday. Is say on the Hallwood, not Horwood, Hallwood, coincidence. They have, I was doing a little bit of work that related to their website, and I noticed they have this punchy orange everywhere. It's obviously important to them. And so I wanted to tie in with that. So, but I don't know what color that is. And so I asked ChatGPT, you go to the Hallwood's website, and tell me what the color code is for that orange button. Perfect. Then I can literally just take that, and now I know exactly how to match specifically to what they're doing. I also later on checked the green, and I asked it specifically to look at the Hallwood logo, and it pulled the green for me as well. So that's just another thing that I'm literally discovering on the fly. And then also too, another thing that I do regularly is I go to ChatGPT to help me just formulate the basis of a post. And so I went in here and I dump in this topic information. First, I put in, I'm looking to create a Facebook post, and I want for a new webinar series we're running, and I want it to be compelling and inspiring. Whoops, I can't spell inspiring. Inspiring. Okay, so then I put in the topic here, crafting effective way. Actually, I forgot to expand that. I want our hacks within our series. So that's the whole title. And then I'll do tone. And I also want hashtags, because I love it when it gives me ideas of hashtags, because I'm not that much of a marketing person that I love exploring hashtags. So I like when it tells me what to do for that. And what I also like it to do is to give me an idea based on this information I've given it. What is a good graphic that we could run with this? So then I hit go, and I'll see. And here, and a really nice thing about ChatGPT is it will often infuse whatever you ask it to, like a post, with emojis, which is really nice. So yeah, so this is, and then it'll a lot of times too, it'll give you spots where you can add links, obviously, to your call to action. It'll give you an opportunity to put that in, puts all these awesome hashtags in, and then you could always challenge it too and say, you know what, I want you to check to see what are really popular hashtags. So then you can reformat it that way. And then it gives a graphic idea. We're not going to expand on this because we will run out of time. But what you can do with this graphic idea then is you can actually take this, take your little explanation here, up here, and then you can actually pop this into DALL-E, the image renderer GPT, and then drop this information in there as well, and then it will actually draft that up. And then what you'll have to do though too is take that into Canva, because it often gets words wrong, and there's a way to do that. That's a whole other webinar we're going to run though. So yeah, so that is how to craft a post and use it that way. And then another one I want to dig into. This is a longer winded one because I like to get really accurate information. But one really cool thing you can do is that not a lot of people realize is ChatGPT, we don't really know where its tendrils have reached in a lot of times. And I'm constantly getting surprised. When I went to search for some destination marketing organizations' contact information a while ago, I noticed that it was actually researching Apollo.io, which is a contact reservoir system that isn't cheap actually. So I was surprised that it's actually reaching into there and pulling data as well. So what I'm also working on with the Roamlii is we're building an itinerary planner, and we want to partner with these DMOs on this. So I wrote up a really long blurb here and basically describe what Roamlii does. Always give it websites, places where you want it to reference and learn from. I actually, what I also did with this too, just so it had even more information on Roamer AI, the itinerary planner, I actually uploaded a document with it. And that's a lot of people don't realize they can do that. I threw our whole PowerPoint presentation in here as a PDF to really make sure it understood what we were doing. It's probably overkill, to be honest, but you know, can't go. You can never give a GPT too much information, which is awesome. So yeah, so they basically explained what Roamer AI is, and yeah, and why I wanted these partnerships and how I was going to connect with them, and even what the partnership would look like. And yeah, so I did that. So it's very long, obviously, But what it does with that, and you saw the things it was researching, it actually pops out contacts that I can reach out to. And then it is a little random sometimes. Sometimes it gives me the places to go, and sometimes, or like their emails. Sometimes it doesn't. So I might just say, okay, well, Kelly Bowman, VP Research and Communications. Okay, she might be good. VP Travel Trade, possibly, yeah. Destination Experience and Services. Direct Conventions Director. Okay, I'm thinking David Woodward. He is going to be a good contact to start with because of the meetings and conventions aspect, which is great for an itinerary planner. So I'm going to pop this in, David Woodward. Can you find David Woodward's direct contact information? Let's see what it gets. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. And it's phone number 2. So what I could have also done is said, great, that's all awesome. Give me all their contact information. And then it would have done that as well. But also I could just pick one, take this information, throw it into my CRM and move with it that way. So yeah, those are just a few little hacky things that I wanted to share. And now I'm going to hand it over to Medea because she's going to actually walk us through how she does prompting for a blog and also is going to demonstrate that in Gemini. Stop sharing.
Thanks, Connor.
Yeah.
Sarah, are you okay? Do you have any questions? Do you, I mean, we'll have a little Q&A in the end, but is there anything pressing that you want to talk about right now? We'll give you an opportunity.
I'm good now. I'm learning a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Well, that's the idea. And we obviously we have learned a lot, and over the time we've been working here, so it's great to sort of use what we've learned and share that. So we're happy it's helping you out. So Connor shared ChatGPT, which is primarily one of the best GPTs that we have worked with. But there is Gemini, there is Copilot. Copilot is much more kind of streamlined. You can have conversations with it as well. And I use it to just kind of have conversations when I'm alone and I just want to have, chat about ideas, etc. It also has like voice activation and written. So, if you want to like just with Gemini, I think it's nice so one of the things that I focus on is writing blogs for Roamlii as the mark. So these blogs are primarily targeted to small and medium-sized tourism businesses in Canada, and there are certain topics that I would discuss, like digital marketing trends to follow, or content ideas, or sort of anything related to topics. So one of the things that I do, how I use GPTs, is basically just getting those prompts and getting idea generations. I do spend a lot of time writing the blog myself because now there are softwares available where they can actually tell if it's a completely AI written blog. So you might want to put your little spins here and there, but it does give you a lot of content to work with, which is great. So I'm going to show you an example. I'm recently working on a blog as of, let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Yep.
Okay, so I am working on a blog, and my blog topic is I'm looking at the social media trends to follow in 2025, because we're in November, December is coming through, and sort of targeting specifically for small businesses, etc. So what I do is I give it a very simple prompt, and then I have some requirements. So this is what I've written. Simply put together a blog topic: top 5 social media trends to follow in 2025. Target audience: small to medium-sized tourism businesses in Canada. Tone: light toned but informative and professional. And then my blog requirements are that it has to have headings, a call to action. And then I actually prompted what the call to action is, that we want to state that Roamlii social media dashboard can help small to medium-sized businesses manage their social media accounts seamlessly and grow their business. And then I've given a link there, the roamlii.com/tools, and then to learn more. And then make sure the blog is no more than 500 words, because I do keep a blog because I don't want very long blogs as well. So you just need to do some prompts, and then I give it space. Gemini will take its time to. It's a little slower than ChatGPT, isn't it, Connor? But there
A
you
little
go.
bit,
You
yeah.
have a good start to a blog, and it's giving me all the headings that I requested. It's giving me a call to action. And one of the things, so this is a really good starting point for me to get my blog into place. What I also want to do is I usually give it a couple of other following instructions, prompts. And so I want to say, this is, so when you are actually writing blogs, it's always best to write in an active voice versus a passive voice. So I want to, so it didn't have that prompt earlier. And then I give it a prompt, use active voice and a stronger call to action. That is something that then when I press, so the whole style of writing has slightly significantly changed, but it's all in active voice. That means it's action now, these things that I want to focus on. That's what it does. And so it will give you simply things like visit roamlii.com today to learn more and start growing your business. So these are like active voice. Then the other thing that I want to focus on is when I'm doing a blog, I always think about who is my audience. Am I writing for a variety of people, or am I actually focusing this particular blog on certain? So I build buyer personas, and these GPTs help me kind of build those buyer personas as well. So let's say I want to have, for this particular blog, I want 2 types of buyer persona, right? So what I'll give it another prompt is basically say, build me 2 types of buyer personas who can use this blog and incorporate elements in the blog that would be beneficial for them. And so what it does, it thinks and it gives me these amazing 2, what I asked for, buyer persona 1, an overwhelming small business owner, given an age, location, that they're urban or rural or suburban, industry, they're related to a small business like a bed and breakfast or a local attraction or a tour operator, and then their level of like AI understanding or social media engagements, what their goal is, and then even sometimes it gives you the challenges, which is really important because that's what you want to focus on. So difficulty in creating engaging content, lack of knowledge about latest social media trends. And so my blog will help them, give them time-saving tips, simple content ideas, educational resources. So that is something that I can then incorporate into my blog and see that I am building that blog for that particular buyer. And then the other person that's given me an ambitious marketing manager for urban Canada, medium-sized tourism business, a hotel chain or regional tourism board. And then their challenges are more like what we would face, like ROIs on their social media efforts. What is the staying ahead of latest technologies? And that could be one person who's managing a variety of different social media channels. So managing that, the goal is to increase brand visibility. And so again, now my blog will give this prompt will give me ideas how I can incorporate those challenges into my blog. And so based on that, it takes me about a day or like a couple of hours to put a blog together. But this is a great way for me to get started and get that information and really put out something that is useful for the target audience that I'm writing for. So I thought I'll just share that as well. And it's just been, this is a live example. I'm actually doing this right now. And hopefully when you see the next blog, you'll see all this information put into action. So yeah, I thought I'll share that. And that's it from me. We are pretty okay with time. I think, Sarah, do you have like maybe 5-10 minutes to have like a short chat? Yeah. Okay. So then let's, I think that's the end of our presentation. We obviously can go on for hours and show you different things that we'll be focusing on, but we are going to give you the opportunity to ask any further questions and we can help you with that. But then this is not the end of it. If you want to continue talking to us about these things and share those, because we've been using it for a bit. And if there's something that's new to you and exciting for you, keep in touch. And, we can always run things, some ideas that we just recently discovered. We can always do like a show and tell as we go forward. So yeah, just giving the, giving the forum back to you, Connor and Sierra. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask us. I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
Awesome. Yeah. So Sierra, I guess with Rig Hand Distillery, there I was just checking on the on our site, and so now that you know a little bit more about us too, I'd love to see you pick up your profile on there on the map site and add some information in there because it's totally free. And with our booking system coming out too, it just adds even more value. But yeah, because we're always the thing with us too is we have this front end marketplace. And then with the booking system, we also have a back end lead management system. And that's where we're there. And that's a system we are an agency reseller of. And so it's not ours. It's $1 billion system. So we're not going to, we're a small Canadian bootstrap company. So, but we're really proud of the marketplace on the front end and making that available to everybody to really just try and harmonize this industry. So, so take a look into all that. You're in the newsletter already, so you'll be getting some updates on that. But I might pluck, I saw on your website you have a different email. Is there one that I should add in?
Well, I have the events one, but it flows into my Sierra one.
Oh, well, if there's, well, it'll be connected. I don't know why our system is flagging it as invalid. I'll have to do a bit of research on that, but I'll make sure that I want to make sure you get the newsletter. So going back to this AI, this ChatGPT stuff, how much have you used ChatGPT for different things?
I've used it a little bit. Only ChatGPT so far. I didn't know about Gemini or Copilot, so I'm excited to look into those and just see maybe it's more compatible with what we're trying to do.
Awesome.
Also, the Dolly, is that what you called it? The image one?
Dolly, here, I'll show you Dolly. I don't know how to say it, honestly. Here, I'll show you. I'll share my screen again here. And I think I can grab it. Okay, so Dolly is inside ChatGPT. To be honest, I think ChatGPT is the best, but basically you go into here and you find other GPTs. Where is that? You can make a beat GPT. You can explore GPTs, more models. There's those guys, temporary chat. Why can't I see more?
You probably can search it.
Just search it. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that's all my chats.
Okay.
They keep changing this. I swear it was in here before. You looked for GPTs, temporary chat. Oh, interesting. I don't know what that is. Okay. Yeah, look at all these models. Oh, with Canvas now too. Collaborate and written a code. That's a lot. I'll take that off here. I wonder. Sorry about that. I was going to give you an example. Oh, here. There it is. Chat, explore GPTs, for fuck's sakes. Sorry about that. So right there. It's my side. You can see how much I use this thing. I just like constantly. So in here, so the interesting thing about ChatGPT too, though, is people can make their own GPTs. So so there's lots of other ones too. And then DALL-E is, I think it's like DALL-E, something like that, is one. Yeah, so that's the main one. But then there's a lot of extras too. And people build them for specific use cases. So if you wanted to, so I guess, yeah, let's start a chat. I want to keep this open here. I just want to make it exist here. Then it'll be here. I find too sometimes these guys are very code heavy, so sometimes they're figuring about UX side of things. It's just a normal thing. But yeah, so I want to go. Oh, so here, so they're wild, like they're just over the top, right? Like a lot. Yeah. And so you have to really kind of work with them. It's not as easy as ChatGPT, I find, doing designs, but you can actually make it. Webinar. Okay, so this, where was that thing here? Here, let's take that and let's actually do that. So let's go back to Dolly and let's see. something like that. Let's see. It's always a kind of a, let's try this kind of thing. Oh, and of course, because I was looking up orange before, it thinks that's my brand, but whatever. You can always fix that. Say, oh, here's our actual color code, because it learned from the Hallwood poll. Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. You'll notice too, a lot of times crafting effective AI, it can't, because it doesn't distinguish words from visuals. It doesn't know what a word is. And so that's where you take this, you save it, throw it into Canva, and Canva has an aspect where you can highlight text, and then you can actually fix this in there. Like it actually spelled like minutes. I think it means minutes, but it also too will overuse things like free webinar, that's a lot, you know, and then it's up anyway. But yeah, so it's neat, but it's got a long way to go. But there's things you can do with it. You can also then say, let's try it. Let's say tone down the visuals, and let's see what it does. It might calm it down. And we can do different colors and stuff too. And you'd honestly, when I was doing this before, it was such a roll of the dice of what you would get. But that's the cool thing about ChatGPT is all the GPTs that are in here. People have taken ChatGPT as well and built GPTs, which is a little better. Built GPTs that actually are specifically designed for blog writing. So they have chain prompting built into them, or they're specifically designed for amazing Instagram posts or something like that. So yeah, that's a cool thing too. This is more palatable, I think.
And Ciara, just a question. Do you basically use this for, like, you said something about events. Is that what you're most responsible for, like doing events and promoting that?
I do the website, I do the events, I do social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why I was
so
like, hey, you need to do this.
Yeah.
So
yeah, use ChatGPT. Like,
I
leverage
definitely
it.
use GPTs for a lot of content, because I do write my own content a lot, because sometimes what you don't want to do is eventually when you start using it, it starts understanding your language and your style. But do read it really well and make sure that you already have your branding, your voice, your tone. You already have all those style guides. So I make sure that everything is incorporated in my own way. I think Canva has really helped me with designs, because now I've built an entire branding kit in Canva. So I actually have designs that I maybe pick up, and then I can easily convert them into a nice design with our colors, with our combinations. So you must have seen our half-hour hack like design that we had for this particular webinar. I saw a design, I incorporated our colors into it, our fonts, etc. And I was able to hash out a design in less than like 15-20 minutes. So now Canva is also doing AI generated content, which I think is better than the GPT ones right now. It's more in terms of, it incorporates your own branding much better. And so I've been telling Connor that, we are always going to stick to our brand and all that stuff. So you just keep trying. I think in terms of in terms of actual graphics, etc., Canva is amazing, and then these GPTs are awesome for like building your content, etc. So always do put a little bit of your own twist and your own brand into it. That would be my advice.
Yeah, sometimes the wording is odd. Needs some editing.
I write a lot for like digital marketing and tourism business, and growing, evolving. It starts every single blog of mine that says in today's digital landscape, and I'm like, this looks like it's so I'm very sure that I always put a strong introduction paragraph, and then I let the things flow. But I do like writing my own. It's just that this content really helps me. Then I don't have to spend hours researching and doing all that. So you get everything in like less than 5 seconds, and then you have something good to work with. My suggestion, if you have a pretty much job that I do, so it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It depends on too how you like to write. If you're like someone who likes to craft from the beginning, then a chat GPT isn't going to be as helpful. But if you're someone who likes to edit, and take something, because then that's where you really shine. And I shine more. I love editing, and honing it that way. Yeah, and just kind of removing too, like it starts with the that paragraph too in today's digital landscape. Oh, like remove the in conclusion at the end. It always does in conclusion at the end. Yeah, just take that part out and stuff too, and make sure there's a strong call to action. And yeah, just again too, you can't really feed it too much information. And make sure too, I found, even though I feel it probably has learned, I do always feed it my website almost every time. And I just make sure, review my website, review, this, and really you got to fact check what it writes too. If you're getting into any facts, it's sometimes it's like it's kind of really designed to please, not always be right.
Yeah.
So it does. Yeah, I've found some falsehoods in that. I'm like, that's not true. What do you say?
No, but like I also recently did I was doing some tourism industry insight snapshot. So basically I needed actual data. And so one of the things you can ask them to, that everything that they are like statistically giving us, you have to give them a source. So they will actually get you a source as well. Then you go on the website and check the source, because one of the things you don't want to do is make up numbers and put them out there. So I made sure that everything that I put out is actually true and not just relying on GPT. So it's a really good platform to sort of build your content, and then kind of you still need to kind of bring your angle into it and everything. So, but it does help a lot, sort of streamline some of the work. Yeah. So,
well, and its ability, I've noticed too, its ability to scrape the internet and to fact check itself has just dialed up so much in the last few months, even. So, yeah. So I guess what are you, of what you saw there? What did you think was really applicable to what you're doing, or that you could take and expand on?
Like how you were asking it to be more descriptive in the feelings that you want inspired for the buyers. That's important. Like that's really important for how we market things.
Okay.
And then like the writing in an active voice so that they're engaged, those things. Yeah.
Good. One thing too we had done, if you go back to some of our older blogs, is I had written in personas. I was just having fun. I just thought I want to know what a blog looks like when it's written by Deadpool,
Yeah.
And so I had Deadpool write a blog on craft beers, and it was really funny, and so I posted it. And I had Moira Rose from Schitt's Creek write about ghost
Oh
towns.
yeah.
That's awesome. So I did a few of those, and Medea likes to be a little more serious with the blog, so she won't let me do that anymore. But but I thought they were amazing.
Yeah, you can't. I'm the marketing guru here, so I know what works. But yeah, but Sierra, do keep in touch. If you do come across, we'll send you our personal emails as well. So in case you need to, run something with us, or especially if you're also a marketing person, you want to run something, or you've come across, and I'll see if something new that comes around. I'm very much into kind of sharing knowledge and everything, so we can work. Follow us on our socials, because I do a lot of like content on socials as well. So I'm now going to start building these kind of series where I'm giving out free guides, things like that, which can be really helpful for you to sort of utilize in your marketing efforts, etc. So we'll be meeting you, and if that's pretty much it, then we did promise half an hour back. So Connor, we should
Thank you.
Hour 45. I mean, it's
half
close
an
enough.
hour to 45 minutes.
Half an hour to 45, yeah. But there's nothing that sounds great with 45-minute hacks. Like, I can't say that. Like, it's lame. So anyway, it was great meeting you, Sierra. And I'm gonna look into the email. In the meantime, too, I might add your one of your other emails, your marketing one or your event one. I think you said
the
on your website.
events.
Okay. I'll grab that one too.
I'll send you our sort of our socials as well, so you can join the community and kind of follow. And I'll give you my address as well, so that we can keep in touch and try new things. All right.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. Nice to meet you. Take care.
Bye.
Stop the recording.